Standard 8, Chapter 1, Video number 3. In last lecture, we have already seen about rational numbers. That rational numbers that can be written in the form of P upon Q, and whose condition was that Q must not equal to 0 and P and Q are whole numbers, integers, sorry. Now, we are seeing some rules that can be applicable on rational numbers. In first, let us see additive inverse. So now we are saying additive inverse. For example, I am writing 3. Then what will be its additive inverse? So remember that additive inverse must be the number. Suppose let us assume that additive inverse of 3 is x. X. Let us assume that the number is x, which is additive inverse of 3. What is the rule? Which number that can you say that the number is additive inverse of someone? Then remember that if number x, variable x, is additive inverse of 3, then sum of both will be 0. Means 3 plus x is equal to 0. The number plus the number's additive inverse is equal to 0. It is necessary. That's why I can say that x is additive inverse of 3. Then what will be x? Then x is equal to plus 3 goes to that side, so it becomes minus. Then the additive inverse is the number that you add with the original number and the answer will become 0. मतलब additive inverse वो नंबर है जिनको आप जिसका एडिटिव इनवर्स पूछा गया है उसमें ऐड करोगे तो आंसर क्या आएगा 0. देन एडिटिव इनवर्स ऑफ 3 is -3. Now suppose I want to find additive inverse of 1 upon 3. Then what will be additive inverse of 1 upon 3? So remember that let us assume the additive inverse is x. Then x plus 1 upon 3 is equal to 0. Then the additive inverse will be x is equal to plus 1 by 3 goes to that side, it becomes minus. Then the additive inverse of 1 by 3 is equal to minus 1 by 3. So that 1 by 3, let us verify, 1 by 3 plus minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Then plus minus minus cut and the answer is 0. So additive inverse can be found like that. Now we are saying multiplicative inverse. It is also simple theory, multiplicative inverse and additive inverse. Okay. Multiplicative inverse. For example, I am finding the multiplicative inverse of 5. Then what will be multiplicative inverse of 5? So remember that 1 is the unique number for multiplication. Why? Because if I multiply two reciprocals, then the answer will be 1, and the multiplicative inverse of any number will be the reciprocal number of that given number. For example, 5 into x. सपोज x इज मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स ऑफ 5, मतलब कि x हम एज्यूम कर रहे हैं कि 5 का मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स है. तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन का यूनिक नंबर 1 है, जैसे एडिशन का 0 था. तो 5 इंटू एक्स इज इक्वल टू 1. देन x इज इक्वल टू 1/5. Then 1/5 is multiplicative inverse of 5. Then as I told you that the multiplicative inverse is the number who is reciprocal of the given number. For example, if I want to find multiplicative inverse of -3/4, then multiplicative inverse of -3/4 is will be reciprocal of -3/4, which is -4/3. Remember sign, if here sign is negative, then here also sign will be negative. But will change the numerator and denominator. The denominator will come in numerator and numerator will go in denominator. Then multiplicative inverse of 3 by 4 will be 4 by 3. If it is positive, then it is also positive, negative, then negative. Then you can verify it by cut it both numerator and denominator, minus 1 into minus 1, which is plus 1. So multiplicative inverse of minus 3 by 4 is equal to minus 4 by 3. For example, I want to find multiplicative inverse of x, then it is x upon 1. If there is nothing in denominator, then we can always say that there is 1 in denominator. Now if I want to find multiplicative inverse of x upon 1, then it will be 1 upon x. Then the answer will be 1. So multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal of given number. Okay, going ahead. For example, I want to find multiplicative inverse of minus 3 by 7. Then it will be, as I told you, sign will be same. If it is positive, then it is second term will also be positive. Then it is minus 3 by 7. Then multiplicative inverse will be minus 7 by 3. And 3, 3 and 7, 7 cut. And the answer will be 1. Okay. Now we are saying the next topic, which is association law. Some associative law. It's also easy. So we have to see the associative law for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division for rational numbers. And what is associative law? For example, if I am applying this law for any three numbers a, b, c, then the law is a plus b plus c for addition is equal to a plus b plus c. Means I am changing the partners. If here in bracket a plus b plus c, then the b is making pair with a, and it will be a plus b plus c. If it is true for right hand side and left hand side both, for addition, let us see. First of all, we are saying it for addition. Then for addition, let us take any of three example. For example, 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 4. Okay, then a 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. Then LCM is, I am seeing just for left hand side. LCM will be 4 3s are 12. 4 1s are 4, 3 1s are 3. Then 4 plus 3, it will be 7 by 12. Then 1 by 2 plus 7 by 12. Now LCM again, which is 12, because 12 comes in table of 2. Then 12, here 6 2s are 12, then 6 plus 7, which is 13 by 12. So I get the answer of left hand side, which is 13 by 12. It is LHS. Now RHS. Right hand side, I'll make the pair of 1 by 3 with 1 by 2. Then it will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. Then LCM will be 6 here. 3 1s are 3 and 2 1s are 2. 3 plus 2 will be 5 plus 1 by 4 as it is. Then it will be 5 by 6 plus 1 by 4. Now the LCM. 6 and 4. In both tables, the common number which comes, which is 24. 12. I'm sorry. 6 2s are and 4 3s are. Then I'll multiply 5 by 2 because 6 2s are 12. Then 5 2s are 10. And multiply 1 by 3 because 4 3s are 12. Then 10 plus 3, 13 by 12. So, additive associative law for addition is applicable for rational number. In short, I can say that rational number follows the addition for the associative law. Now let me check it for multiplicative law, but in the next video following it, because it will be too long. Yeah.